ボイスボックスが見つかりません。
よいしょ。こんばんは。読み上げ不具合ない。マイクチェックワンツー。マイクの声は聞こえてる？よいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。そう。読み上げはもうこの iPad で聞こえるマイクで拾う音でやります。よいしょ。こんな感じでいかが？問題ない？問題ある？文句ある？暑いな。ちょっと扇風機持ってくる。よいしょ。鼻かいて。鼻かいて。鼻かいて。鼻かいて。よいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。時差ボケは大丈夫。時差ボケは今んとこないな。大丈夫。なんだろうな、時差ボケに対する適応力はあるかもしれない。もともと自律神経なんてあってないようなもんだしそこは大丈夫。まずいつでも寝られるってこと？そうよ、いつでも寝られるよ。寝られない時なんかある？寝られない時なんかないよ、人間。だって寝たいんだから、いつだって寝たいよ四六時中寝ていたい。
元から帰宅促進で調整してる感あるしで。
そう。よいしょ。よいしょ。人が集まるまで遊ぼう。よいしょ。よいしょ。イエーイ。もうね、1日1回遊んでる1日1回遊んでる。よいしょ。これね、ガラスだと思ったらガラスじゃないんだよね。なんかポリエチレン的な何かで、なんだろう、もうこれ叩き合って遊ぶようにできてるみたいだから、相当なんかこう手 テコ的ななんかこうあれを加えなければ大丈夫そう。うん、頑丈っていうかなんかこうしなりがある。ただね、単純に長くてね単純に長くて部屋の中じゃ振り回せないこれね、短いやつと長いやつがあってどっちにするかって言われたんだけど、当然長いやつっつってさ当然長いやつだよって言ったんだけど、短いのもあっていいかもしれない。なんかね、これね、内部的に何かね、おかしい。最初ね、すごい変だったの。つけるとね、これ本当はこうやって青になるのね。これデュークが闇落ちする前のジェダイ騎士だった時のライトセーバーだから青いブレードなんだけど、なんかね、いろんな色になってたの。なんか青から赤になって黄色になって緑になってみたいな、なんか全色出しますみたいな変な不具合になってて、かと思ったらなんか急に消えたりとかおかしいなと思ったんだけど、それはね、電池のバッテリーのところにね、バッテリーボックスのところを接点復活剤吹きかけたら治ったのよ。で色はまともになったんだけど、今はなんかまたなんか音が変になる不具合出たね。いやー、ライトセーバーね、こうやってやってるとさ、いろいろこう YouTube で見るじゃん。そうするとね、もっといいライトセーバーがあるんだよ。でそれがね、この間ね、プライムセールだったりね、ジュライフォースセールでね、すげえ安くなってたりしてね、すげえ買おうか悩んでたこの3日4日ぐらいずっと悩んでた。いやー、買うか買わないか、いやでもなーって。いやね、ダースモールのライトセーバーが安かったのよ、すごい。元ね659ドル違う699ドルかがね、400ドルまでディスカウントされてたの。それがね、めちゃめちゃ安いから、いや買うか買わざるべきかってすげえ悩んでたんだけど、ちょっと思いとどまってる思いとどまってるやっぱちょっと円が安いっていうのがあるし、これでさらに円安だったらもっと安いだろうなと思って、円高だったらね。でまあ多分だからまた来年の独立記念日には安くなってんじゃねえかなっていう思いで、とりあえず見送ってる。皆さんプライムデーは何か買いましたか？僕はね、ちょこちょこ買いました。ちょこちょこ買った。そのうちの1個がね、今ね自慢するために持ってきたんだけど、ちょっと待って、これさ、ほいね、マウス買ったの。じゃん。いいでしょ、白くて。これ前まで使ってたマウス。
カブトムシ。
こっちカブトムシ。 ね、これ G502X プラスってやつっていうのもさ、帰ってきたら、まあ前々から怪しい時はちゃまちゃまあったんだけど、ちゃまちゃまって初めて使ったな、擬音。ちゃまちゃまあったんだけど、ちょっとね、帰ってきたらもうチャタリングがひどくて、右クリックがね、なんていうの、長押しができないんだよ。長押しするとなんか、チャタってこう一回入ってからピーってなるような感じになっちゃって、入力が。でそうするとさ、俺右クリックでジェスチャーをするから、マウスジェスチャーをブラウザ上でするから、それがすごい不便で、まあこれもね、もう6年ぐらい使ってるからさ。でまあプライムセールも来てたし、まあ買い替え時かなと思って、でこれにしました。一つ気に食わないのは、これ G903 ってやつなの。でこっちね G502 なの。数字が下がったのが気に食わない。内容的には完全に上位互換なんだけどね、もうねロジクールしか買えない。もうマウスパッドから給電するワイヤレスのね、なんつったっけ、パワープレイかってやつがもう便利すぎてっていうか、もうそれが当たり前になっちゃって、とてもじゃないけど USB-C 挿すだとかさ、なんか充電ドックがあってそこに置いたりだとかってあるけど、もうそんなん耐えられない。これだったらもうね、マウスパッドの上で操作してるだけでもう勝手に充電されてるから、充電なんていうことが必要なくなる。もうこれなしでは生きていけない。でなんかね、マウスのクリック方式もなんか変わって、チャタリングが起きにくいってかね、理論的には起きないんじゃないか。なんかね、接点じゃなくてボタンじゃなくて、光を通して、でそこをこうマウスクリックすると遮ったりすることでクリックを作動させるっていうシステムらしいの。そう考えると、それはもうチャタリング起きようがないよね。これ物理的にこれがずれなければ。でなんかボタンの配置も前よりも使いやすくなってて、一個でこのマウスホイールのカチカチとスルーってやつの切り替えのボタンがちょっと押しにくくなってるかな。それ以外はいい感じね。白いしなんかね、こう LED で光るんだけど、これがね、これなんか動いてんの分かる？これさ、こうしようか。なんだ、光ってんの。なんかね、アニメーションが設定できるの。いいでしょっていう自慢です。あとね、あれ買っちゃいました。ソーダストリームを買っちゃいました。今まさに飲んでんだけど、炭酸水を自分で作るやつ。水道水から。これはね、前々からもっと早く買っとくべきだなって思ってたんだけど、いいね。
安上がりなの？
長期的に見れば、あれが壊れないと仮定してまでね、安いモデルもあったんだけど、いろいろまずね、手動と電動があって、手動はこう手でシコシコするやつ、そんなめんどくさいじゃん。だ電動モデルでしょ。で
ブライアンこれ Amazon.com.co.jp ガラクシーセジスターローズカウントの以下略、
それだと思う。そうカウントドゥギャラクシーエッジの カウントドゥークのやつ。8万円だってびっくりするね。110ドルだよ。日本円換算しても2万円しないぐらい。いやだからね、いっぱい買っとくべきだったんだよな。まあ買い手がいるのかどうか知らないけどさ、まあいるだろう。いやこういう時にね、やっぱね、金持ちってのは金を生み出せるんだよ。金さえあれば全種類買ってって日本で売りさばいたよ。安くても4万円ぐらいだからね、人気のないモデルで。 S? でね、このねギャラクシーズエッジの転売アンチじゃなかったっけ？転売アンチ、まあ俺があんまりその転売にで被害を被らないからあんまりあれだけども、なんて言うんだろうな、買い占めんのはやめてほしいけど、やめてほしいっていうかやめて叱るべきだと思うんだけども、どうしてもやっぱりさ、現地行けない人っているじゃん。例えばこれだってそうだじゃん。ギャラクシーエッジね、一生行けない人なんていくらでもいるわけじゃない。でも欲しい人っているわけだよ。そういう人が買えるようになるっていうのはいい点だよね。ちゅうことよ。ね、会場限定とかさ、もう厳密に言うとギャラクシーズエッジなんだろう、ディズニー .com ショップで売ってるみたいな話がなかったりあったりするんだけど、よくわかんないんだけど、あんのかな。まあ通販でね買えないもんなんていくらでもあるわけで、ターゲットになる方が悪いとさえ思ってる。でまたさ、そのさ、転売で売れるってなってさ、そっから転売市場盛り上がっちゃうじゃん。あれが嫌だよね。でだからなんて言うんだろうな、選択肢が増えんのはいいんだけどさ、それでその大元から買えなくなるっていうのは本末転倒だよね、どう考えても。買えない人のための橋渡しなら容認と不来案。まあそらそうよ、そらそう。まあ消費者本位だと思うよ。都合がいいことだとは思うけども、まあそら当たり前だよね。そらしょうがないよね。ね、買い占めによる市場価格の釣り上げっていうのは個人だろうが組織だろうが違法だから、それは違法ではないのか、個人では。個人ってね、独占禁止法、独禁法に引っかかるからね、それは。よくね、これが市場原理だとかさ、資本主義だとかって言う人いるけども、それは違うよと。物品の買い占めによる、そう、平成の米騒動、平成の米騒動、平成の米騒動まだ違くない？あれはオイルショックみたいなもんで。まあだからね、自分が被害にならなきゃ別に何でもいいよ何でもいいよってことないけどね、カードゲームとかやんないし。あと何買ったかな。あと何買ったっけ。あ、これ買ったこれも自慢するために置いてた。これなんでしょう、この程よい大きさの箱。これ別にプライムデーでもなんでもないんだけど、羊羹細長くない？ステッキかな。ででででででーん。よいしょ。じゃんちょっと遅かったけどハリー・ポッターの杖これ安かったから買ってきちゃった ンガーディアムレビオーサ。ウィンガーディアムレビオーサ。これね、安かったんだよ。これブックオフで買ってきた。ブックオフで1600円だったから。これルーナラブグッドの杖。そう。ブックオフになんか杖いっぱいあったからさ。よいしょ。ね、これはいいね。なんだかんだやっぱさ、ユニバーサルスタジオで買うとさ、それなりの値段するし、なんかこうハリー・ポッターの杖ってさ、なんかそうだね。なんかさ、これっていうデザインがなくってさ、あんまりハリー・ポッターの杖ってなんだけど、まあこれはまあルーナの杖っていうことで買っちゃった。安かったし。あとはなんだろうな。あと何買ったっけ。あれ買って、これ買って、これ買って、そんなもんかな。まああとこの細々としたもんいろいろ買ったけど、特筆すべきものはそんなもんだったかな。2日って短いよね。もう1日欲しかった。あとはモバイルバッテリーとか、あとあれ買った。まあ、安いやつだけど、ワイヤレスのマイクを買った。自転車配信するのに、マイク紐をつけてんのがすごい嫌だったから、カメラから離れないしね。ワイヤレスのマイクを買いました。そんなもんかな。あとなんか枕買ったり、棚買ったり。した。まあそんな感じで、雑談もいい加減にしてゲームやっていきましょうか。ほい、ということで久々の、FF16 でございます。第6夜やっていきましょう。よいしょ。まあまあ覚えてるね。ちゅうことでね、とある国の王子様として生まれたんだけども、召喚獣、ね、本来だったら長男が召喚獣、権限できるはずなのにできなくって、コンプレックスを抱えていたクライブ君、ね、弟を守る、その代わりに召喚獣を使えるようになった、弟を守るために、自分はナイトになるって、息巻いていたところ、お父さんも、弟も、亡くなっちゃったと。ね、本来一つ、一匹しか、同時に権限されないはずの、火の召喚獣が、2匹目の召喚獣が現れたことで、その召喚獣を生み出した、フードをかぶった男を、探し出し、復讐を遂げるために、こんばんは、なんつったっけ、奴隷、なんつったっけ、奴隷の名前、ルシじゃなくてなんとかっていう奴隷身分に身をやつして、復讐の機を伺っていたところ、ドビーじゃない、いたところ、その召喚獣を生み出したのは自分だったということが判明して、うわーってなったんだけども、そっか俺なんだって受け入れて元気になったところで、その時お世話になっていたシドの隠れ家が、襲われて、シドは死んで、自分が2代目シドとして、また新たな隠れ家をこうして再建して再出発を果たそうっていうところでございます。なんとなく説明できた？
Well, I should be getting back to it. Unless you'd rather.
音量バランスどうでしょう。もうちょっと近づけるかな。よいしょ。ね、ちゅうことで手紙を読めと。
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
棒読みが聞こえないのは仕方ないが、
棒読みが聞こえないのはもうしょうがないです。なんだったらくくるの方でね読み子の声というかコメントはそっちのなんていうのクライアントの方で読み上げができるんで、もしあれだったらそれを使ってもらって。これ俺の彼女ジルちゃん。ジル・バレンタインって誰だっけ？バイオハザードだ。
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk. Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
思い出の品。は？誓いの証。あ、これしかないってことね、今。2本の短剣が突き刺さって、ああ、はいはいはいはい。あ、それ持って帰ってきたんだ。シドとクライブの間で交わされた全てのマザークリスタルを破壊するという誓いの証。以前の隠れ家が襲撃される中、ガブが持ち出した。でかい？近すぎるか。こんな温度だろう。今ではクライブたちの信念を象徴する存在となっている。なるほどね。そう今クライブたちは、クリスタルを壊す旅というか壊そうとしてます。これ何？どう見てもエヴァンゲリオンの世界観。ほい。で、ここに手紙がありますよ。昨日の紹介、手紙箱。仲間たちから届いた手紙を確認することができる。なるほどね。ダルメキア共和国軍の動き。クリスタル自治領を制圧したザンブレクに対し、ついにダルメキアが進軍した。フーゴクプカの紙幣どもも招集されたようだ。大きな戦になるかもしれない。詳しくは戻ってから。なるほどね。
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good
そうだ、
news.
ベアラ
then.
ーだ。ベアラー。
It's more than that. This is our chance,
それ以
the
上だ。
one we've been waiting for.
英語で It's more than that っていう時は大体良くないことが起きるんだよな。
But look how far we've come. All that we have
映
here,
画とかだ
our
と大体良
friends,
くないことが
the
起きる。
hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years.
まあ確かにそう。
If I could only command
But
this
you-
power I've been granted.
ね、あれ以来
I've achieved so
クリスタル
much
壊してないんでしょ？
But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
俺はもっとできるはずなん
Summoning
だ。
an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too
え、なんで
well.
もうこいつ奥さん？嫁ずら
It's
してるけ
merely
ど。
trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give.
なるほど。
In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss.
それはなかなかこうなんだろう。
Now they rob
断定
us
するこ
of
とで
our
きない
very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know. But
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
ジョシュアが救ってくれた命？
he did. He was there.
ああ、
It
そういうこ
wasn't
と
an
か。
illusion.
ね、前回なんか、
I heard him call out
そうだ、アルテマが出てきたんだ。
to
そうだ。
Ultima.
で、ボロ負けしたんだけど、ね、順調にイケメンに育ったジョシュア君が余計な手出して恩を着せてきたんだ。
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
ちなみにクライブさんの服ってそれ一丁しかないんですかね？それ一着しかないんですかね？
To a world without mother crystals.
にゃーにゃーにゃーにゃーにゃーにゃーにゃーにゃーにゃーにゃー形見だしさ、大事にしまっておこうよ。飾っとこ。形見だし、形見ってそう粗末に使っていいもんじゃない。あ、これ女子や？同国。女子はそんな風だったの？なんでフードをやめたの？フードかぶってるよ。なんか髪の毛の色変じゃない？汚れ？
And so the North is lost.
初高2世はダメだって言われたよ。
Your Grace. But this is far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
みんななんか髪の毛汚ねえのか？
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
そんな俺のことを気にかけてるんだったら会いに来いよ。なんでそんななんか逃げ隠れるように会おうとしないの？一緒にやりゃいいじゃん。
Master Clive, a moment if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to
セックス中じゃなかったの？
intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn.
Oh.
She's gone missing. Anyway,
マーサって
I'll be in a mess when you finish.
あれだよね、なんか酒場みたいな、酒場
Very well.
なんだかの酒場の女主人みたいな。そうだよね。暗雲来たりて。
What would make Martha leave the rest?
そう、めたしめたし。でもどうせ救えねえことだからジル殺してくる。俺はもうその準備ができてる。俺はもう15でと同じ鉄は踏まない。俺はもうジルが死ぬことはもう覚悟している。どうせジルが死ぬ。
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
ジョシュアは別に死んでも何も痛まないけど。サロンってとこ？
Clive, is everything all right?
あ、そうだ。みんな気づかない？もう一個あったんだ。ここ最近買ったもの。みんな気づかない？気づくまで話進めない。もうこの画面の中に映ってる。画面の中っていうか画面の中って今マイプだからこれしかないけど大きくしてあげるよ。ほら、ブライアン2代目じゃない。気づかない？気づくまで話進めないよ。
しちゃうで。
見逃しちゃった？見逃してない？なんだろうな。なんだと思う？ああ。
メガネかだ。
お、気づいた？そう、メガネを変えました。ちょっとね、大きくなったのよ。よいしょ。どう？
丸メガネ。
そう、丸メガネ。前のメガネがこれ。ね。まあこれはジョン・レノンモデルなんだけど。で、また次もジョン・レノンモデルにしたかったんだけど、このジョン・レノンモデルのメガネって、ね、数が少ないみたいで、サバイで作ってんだけどさ、でだからずっと前からメガネ作り直したかったんだけど、もう汚いしさ、傷だけだし、だからそれでなかなか変えられなくってと思ったんだけど、なんか違うプライムデーに合わせてなんか安くなってたから、もうとりあえず変えちゃおうと思って変えた。うん、ちょっと丸が大きくなった。どうでしょう？どうでもいいね。はい、ということで正解者がいたので進めますどうでもいいお話でした。よいしょ。
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone.
なるほどね、逃げたん
And
だ。
that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the poor bearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing.
日本にいてもいい暮らしできねえ
It's
し。
getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
どうせ貧困にあえぐんなら生まれ故郷で暮らしてもいいなと思った。で俺の場合その障害って少ないからね、普通の人よりアメリカで働くことについてね、領事館で日本こんばんは、異世界転生したい。でも異世界転生ものはそんなに好きじゃない。
It's not that I don't trust Cole to do his bit, you understand?
タコス屋は厳しいよ、本場だもん。
Any mercy if we get in their way.
Clive, Sid, Cole and his men left earlier. I can have another party ready, if you deem it necessary.
最高じゃん。
Have you finished
俺を異世界
sorting
転生しても
those
ブライアンで
reports
いたい。
Finished? I ain't started. Been busy enough with my own work.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
神様が見せ前の神様活動見たけどブライアンまあまあ好きそう。
何それ、異世界転生もの？
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her. Martha is a survivor. We'll find her.
あ、んでもう移動しろってこと？縮小。違うな。ワールドマップ。ほい。あれでも、サブクエがある。サブクエやんないと。サブクエそこね。
宗教ネタの主人公クズの女の子多めのアニメ。
宗 主人公クズか。主人公クズやだな。宗教ネタってのはどういうこと？ムハンマド出てくる。ムハンマド出てくるったら大したもん。お前誰？私森のオボルス。
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right? Aside from the holes in my hull,
ノリとタイトルで読んでる。
roses. The lake water doesn't agree with it then. That's one way of putting it.
じゃあ
Unless you got some
じゃあこの
grand
水
scheme
の
to
上に
suck
隠
the
れ家を
back
作っ
from
た
the
のは
lake like we do in the atrium.
悪手じゃない？
That slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so.
ここに新しい隠れ家作ったのは絶対失敗だったよ。
Which we don't. Not any bloody
でしかも
doubt the old
まあ
tub's
でも
got
もう
more
もう
than a
5年経って
dozen
る。
runs left in him.
はい。
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
足なの？
Well, I'm glad
動くの？
someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere,
シスルソーン。
which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
なんたら
Sounds
先
easier
のな
than
んたらかん
felling
た
a
らね。
faraway forest.
わかった。
That's for certain.
スプライトが見干したで賞を受賞しました。
お、ありがとうございます。ここに行けばいいのね。さあ、ちょっと戦闘を思い出そうか。四角だっけ？四角だね。大丈夫？これ。大丈夫だね。
Easier than felling a forest, I said.
パパイヤも見られるよ。パパイヤも見られるし、アネイヤも見られる。アネイヤ。R1 で、はい。ほい。これでも OK？ なんか個数指定とかあったっけ？
Can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
これ大丈夫だね。OK。ほい。ほい。一旦戻って。今なんか顎がすごい音したな。パキッとした。どこ行った？なんでや？この下だよね。カンカンカン。
Finish with that law, Sid.
いやー3連休ですな。
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
ほいほい。3連休なんだけど、
Ugh,
今日
reeks like a chocobo's arse.
ちょっと嫌な連
But
絡が
I
来て
don't
さ。
suppose the Argo will
Well, yeah,
mind as
Digger.
long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name.
日曜
I
日
didn't know.
獅子舞行かなきゃいけないんだ。
Same as me old man.
い
He was a
や
ferryman
ー
himself
怖い
back
な。
before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him.
暑そ
And
う。
thanks to you, he'll
死んじゃうんじゃない
sail
か
another
な。
day.
死なねえかな。気温どんな感じ？曇っててほしいな。曇りのち晴れ34度。まあまあまあまあマシな方か。月カート36、37って並んでんの見るとマシかなって思っちゃう。そんなわけないんだけど。力のなんたらかんたらは今つけてるんじゃなかった？それの上位互換？装備。あ、そうだね。力の勲章。突っ張ることが男のたった一つの勲章だって、この胸に信じて生きてきた。ててててててて。やりたいことだけやけててててててててててててててて。
What happened here?
Come on.
あら、
We need to find the others.
みんな大丈夫？
Imperials. If they hurt Martha, they'll have the whole rest to answer to.
あ、でも占領はされてないんだ。
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. They've killed my bearer. I demand recompense.
なるほどね。
How do?
特に目新しいもんは売ってませんよと。
Take care out there, eh?
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
あ、こいつもベアラー
I
の後
trust you
消して
don't
んの？
mind. Also thought you might need some help.
え？
And it appears he
お
was
知り合い？
right.
You,
俺初めま
could
して。
say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm
こいつ
things
なんかあいつに
down.
似てる。
All our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
ショーシャンクに出てくる
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
途中で
To the
刑
abbey
務所入ってき
sheltering
て
Martha's bearers.
The bastards.
殺され
Jed
ちゃう
and I
や
will
つ。
go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling.
ベアラーし
I
く
don't
せ
know how
ベ
big
アラー
this
しく
is,
せ
but
っ
it
つっ
doesn't
て。
sound good.
バカっ
Be
ぽい。
careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
あ、サブクエなのこれ。あ、サブクエなんだ。
ブララー粛清。
ブララー。でメインは？メインはどこに行けって？
君フライアンコン。
君ファイアンコン。こんばんは。よくわからないけどこんばんは。あ、ギミファイって？ギミファイ。
Cole is right. That was no
許
tavern
せねえよ
brawl.
な。
It was
許せねえ。 あいつは許せね
Message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
If those Orsons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
Yeah. そういうこと？そうだね。初高さんがベアらしくせえベアらしくせえっつって怖い。
Up ahead.
こんにちは。
Martha.
あ、これマーサ。あ、こんにちは。
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn black shields, that's what happened.
また中二感。
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping Bells. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds.
初高さんは何にでも苦しめられるから。
Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
本当に初高さんが幸せに終始幸せに楽しめるゲームって何なんだろう。
Do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
いいってことよ。数読もなんか絶対難しくなってくるとイライラしてくるよ。
Black shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
You're finished.
いつしようかね。まあ正直ね、仕事はね、とりあえずウーバーの運転手だな。そうだね。あれね、ウーバーの運転手しながら現地で情報を集めて住む場所とか仕事とか、それが一番いい気がするな。ただ問題は向こうのその当座の仮住まいにしてもやっぱね家賃が高いんだよね。やっぱちょっとね場所を考えないと。あとやっぱ気がかりなのは配信ができるかどうかっていうことよ。まあできないことはないと思うんだけど、で船便で送る。船便だったらそんなあれだから。 まあでもだいぶ断捨離はすることになるだろうな。でも断捨離するにしてもどうだろう、フィギュアとか送ってから処分した方がプラスになることない？そんなことねえか。いやでもそんなことあるんじゃねえかな。あら、これ誰？ああ、ベアラーさん。
No.
Damn it.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Empire? あ、いっぱい、あ、いっぱい出てきた。これ黒騎士さん？
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
だいぶ酔ってらっしゃる。
How dare you speak those words?
How dare
Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
いやー、長くはなりそう。
You're finished.
ボって。
Is that all of them?
I think so.
はい。粛清の風。
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Eh? 老けてる？時差って老けるの？
The abbot.
結局日本に戻ってきたから一緒じゃない？そうだった？ああ、なんか粉々になっちゃってない？砂になっちゃってない？
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
なるほどね。
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields
なんでお前がそんなことしてる
will
の？
return.
ねえ、もっと早くしてくれればって俺なら思っちゃう。
Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid
俺がシドなんよ。俺がシドなんよ。I am シド。My name is シド。How are you?
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
大変だね。でもこうなんか端っこの方から石化していくから脈取ろうにも取れないね。本当に生きてるか死んでるのか分かりづらいね。
But the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump.
ここじゃダメ?
The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting.
迷信だよ。
I'll get someone to.
そんなことない、そんなことない。
I'll do
大丈
it.
夫。大丈夫だって。
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
桜が咲いちゃう。枯れ木に花を咲かせましょう。結構遠いな。なるほどね。これだから魔人化するのってどうするんだっけ？両スティック押し込み？あれ？どっから行くんだ？こうかな。お FF らしいやつが出てきた。アーリマン。何この演出。こんなんあった今まで。リスキーモブ。はあ、なるほど。戦闘から離脱することができる。なるほどね。待って、何これああ、すごい。痛い。Nice try. あ、痛い。痛い。やばい。I needed that. にゃっ。ああ、待て えたんだよ。出たワオホー。
Waken wins!
にゃん。よし。ふう。余裕だったな。はあ。これが貴重な祭りだ。気持ち悪い気持ち悪い気持ち悪い気持ち悪い。であっちか。
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
右足すごいだるい。移動しちゃっていい？このさ、なんかたまに突然なんかこう手だの足だのがさだるくなんのすごい嫌なんだけど、なんとかなんないのかな。
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
寝てる時とかこれなるともうなんか眠れないんだよね。
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
医者なの？なんて言えばいいの？だるくなるんですって。 何屋さん何屋さん何医者行けばいいんだ
No one survived then.
倦怠感がすごいんだよ
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
この人の髪の毛なんかナポリタンスパゲッティ
And
み
I
たいで美味し
turned
そ
a
う
deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
Unpicking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived.
Stolas.
He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well.
ああ、なんか
Will you be all right here,
フクロウ
Martha?
か
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers. Those poor souls died to give me a chance to save others. I won't let their sacrifice be in vain.
If you don't mind, Sid, I'd like to stay here with Martha. Just until she finds someone to guard the rest, that is.
Martha's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else would be out cold after what she's been through.
Best off staying where we are for now.
We're not to move.
Oi! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
Chocobos.
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her, right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
飲み物でくるわ。よいしょ。炭酸水作ってくる。よいしょ。一瞬にして炭酸水が作れちゃうんだよと。ああ、うまい。はあ、ちょこぼちょこちょこちょこぼパチパチ。めちゃくちゃパチパチ。
White Heart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
返り討ちになったんじゃん。Huh?
They're in trouble.
Huh? 何？あの人？あ、違くない？ああ、そうだ。痛い。いやー、やっぱデニーズのハンバーガーだな。一番こう心に残ってるのはあれもうまかった。 あれ食いにアメリカ行きたいまであるもんな。なんとかして日本で食えないのかな。でなんかトルガルの鳴き声がするの。何？なんだっちゃうの？なんだっけ、なんかトルガルに先に行かせるみたいなのどうなんだっけ。あ、どうなんだっけ。えなんだっけ。ガイドを見る？違うな。ガイドを見るでいいの？戦闘その他。ナビゲーション。これだ。L さん長押しだよね。そうだよね。そうだよね。でもなんかダメだってことだな。なんだっちゃうの？なんだっちゃうの？あれか。襲われてんじゃん。いっぱい。めちゃめちゃ襲われてんじゃん。全然目的地周辺じゃないじゃん。
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you?
お前ら取り合いって何やってんだ。
But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
言葉通じると思ってるんだ。
And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still,
Piss off.
How about we hurt you both?
Alright then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
仕事ならしょうがない。なんかよくわかんないの来たな。お呼びでない。はい。はい。この雷のあれはどういうこと？痛いんだ。 今避けれないの。ちょいし全然書けないやつじゃん最終的に。こんにちは。
You're safe now.
戦闘に参加してくれるかと
White
思った。
Heart, I presume.
キュイ。
Do you know her, boy?
乗せてくれる？
Let's go.
あ、こいつ。あ、こいつあいつ？こいつあいつ。あ、こいつあいつ。あ、こいつあいつじゃん。お久しぶりです。
Ambrosia.
その名前だった。その名前だった全然聞き覚えなかった。その名前でしたっけ？ ワン。
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, well, you sorted the bastards then.
ねえ、
I knew you
みんな死んだか
would.
と思ったらみんな生きてんね。
And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
実はこれ俺のなんすよ。
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
分かっちゃいます？いやー、育ちが出ちゃうな。
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done
No
right
matter
by
who
me.
you are. 電池が切れそう。
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon.
お、パーティーメンバー乗せてくれる？
Told you.
そろそ
And
ろ
it
チョコボ
seems
移動
her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
パタパタパタパタパタ。
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Stay right where you are.
そんなバサバサしたら主人公全速にならない。
まあ、あんなんで全速になるようじゃこの世界で生きていけない。お、乗れるじゃん。あ、これは便利だね。あ、これはいいじゃん。あ、ちゃんと剣刺すところもある。あ、眼帯もつけて。独眼竜。独眼竜じゃない。独眼竜。独眼で竜になって
Doesn't
もしょうが
she
ない。
cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
あの足かけるところすでに高いんだ
Scraps
けど。
leather's the very least I
あ
owe
そこ
old
に足かけらんな
Whiteheart.
い。
Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. We'll get along just fine without her.
もともと見えないんでしょ、だから傷で。
You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you?
ああ、あの人だったの？
No. No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be
Show-
the
show-
excitement getting
show
to
ってことじゃないだろうね。
me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind.
失明。
Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
今必要。どういうこと？ワンボタンで呼べる？バグ食えチョコボールチョコボ解放ではい R3 長押しで呼び出し×で騎乗。なるほどね。そう俺死にそう。あ素晴らしいじゃん。素晴らしいじゃん。相葉と共に馬なのチョコボって。遅い。ダッシュ。はい。なんか動きほど速くない。もっと速くていいんじゃないもっと速くていい気がするな。なんかすんごい走ってるけどあんま進んでない。曲がれないし全然曲がれない。攻撃ができる。すごいすごい一方的に攻撃ができる。なるほどね。お仲間2人も駆けつけてジルたちも乗せてくれるんだ。すごいなんかいじめみたいな戦い方するんだ。待ってあれあれあれあれこれか。これじゃないの？これだ。ほい。じゃあお前はどうでもいいんだよ。よし。これどういうもうパンツになってんのか。これなんかさ、こう絶対領域で太ももぐらい見せてくれてもバチ当たんないのに。このさフォトモードでさ移動距離に制限かけんのほんとやめてほしい。にしても距離短いし、これ以上いけないの？半径1メーター半ぐらいしかいけないのな。ほんとなんでだろう。なんでまともなフォトモード作れないの日本のメーカーってっていうかスクエニってなんでだ 割とマジでそれぐらいブチ切れる。フォトモードぐらいさ、自由にさせろよ。ほんとさ、フォトも、なんだろうな、旅がどうのとかさ、グラフィックがどうのって言うんだったら、フォトモードにも力入れてくれよ。力入れるっていうかさ、その制限かける方が手間かかってるじゃん。なんでそういうことしちゃうんだ？なんでだ？理解に苦しむ。
Where's Gav?
I hear there's trouble.
Ah, Clive!
あれ、この人右目かしたな。
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
動くんだったらどっかが攻め入ってからの方がよくない？
and ash. Drake's breath near Ironhome. Drake's fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's spine in Waloed. And Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
なるほど、あと4つってことね。
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kukulu would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps.
There
is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
鉄王国なら
Who's that then?
守りがないってのはどういう意味？今日つけばってこと？
Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune.
なるほどね、おじさんね。
Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
どうなんだろう。でも鉄王国がまるまるそこに軍隊いるんでしょ？ダルメキア狙った方がいいんじゃないの？そんなことないんだろうか。オットーの事務仕事、協力者連絡窓口、支援品窓口、リスキーモブ掲示板。はい。
What are we waiting for, indeed?
アレテストン協力者窓口。こっからは参照できないのか、行かないといけないのか。なんか手紙が来たやつだな。
You think it's all right to touch him?
大きいね、おとなしいね。なんだそれ。アンブロシアとの再会。はい。アンブロシアと再び会えてよかった。以前あなたがフェニックスゲートの事件であの子に助けられた話をしてくれたでしょう。今回ロザリアであの子が人々を守り続けていたと聞いて本当に変わらない正義感と優しさを持つ子だと思ったわ。ロザリアの心も素敵な呼び名だけれども、きっとあの子はあなたにアンブロシアと呼ばれるのが一番嬉しいのでしょうね。ジル。協力者窓口ってのはあれだよね。サブクエの確認版だよね。明日は何しよっかね。明日昼間なんで、だから明後日日曜日獅子舞なんで明日夜はないです。明日昼間 FF やりたいな。
Others weren't so lucky though. Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe. Clive! Anything catch your eye?
ね、サブクエは全部やってますよ。
Always something in there.
で
Oh, Clive!
これ何？
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Come to claim your just desserts?
名声を得ることでそれに応じた支援品を入手することができる。なるほどね。これって名声支援品受け取ったら減る？そんなわけないよね。あの人支援品受け取ったんだっつって名声が下がるってことないよね。
Here you are.
はい。アビリティポイントもらえるんだ。それはいいね。そうだよね。あ、そうだよね。はいはいはい。
All yours.
あ、なるほどね。はいはいはいはい。あ、なるほどね。はいはいはいはい。世間の評判、希望の本部だ。
Best of luck out there, Sid.
お待ちくださった？
What's the matter, Nectar?
こいつはミルクボ。
The hunt board? It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
そこか。モグはモーグリ族の偉大な勇者なのに、モグより強そうな奴がいるのが許せないクポ。クライブ、こいつらを全部倒してくるクポ。すげえ考えがしてたなこいつ。
Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
さすがクライブ、話の分かるやつクポ。 モグはここでリスキーモブ掲示板の管理をしてやるクポ。知りたいことがあればモグに話してみるクポ。してやるクポ。ネクタールの気候録。そういえばクライム、モグが外大陸を冒険した話聞かせたことあるクポ？
I don't think so.
当たり前クポ。行ったことがない場所のことを話せるわけないクポ。一回殴っていいかこいつ。この可憐な羽を見るクポ。これで外界を渡ろうなんてどう考えても無茶クポ。モグは偉大な勇者だけど無茶な冒険はしない主義クポ。なんだこいつ。で、はいはいはい。アリはやっつけた。翼の生えた貴婦人。はあ、なるほどね。これ別に受けなくてもいいのね。あ、なるほどね。ベルフェゴール。あ、なるほどね。あそこら辺は FF12 とは違うんだね。FF12 はめんどくさかったからな、あれ。いちいち受けて、帰ってきて報告して、で、また受けて。あれクソめんどくさかったからな。あれどこ？そのびっくりマークはどこ？あそこ。植物園。植物園。憩いの広場って何？そんなんあったっけ？行ってみよう。ロザリア道系。フェニックスタロンズへ続く流れ。つわものどもの魂運ぶ。炎の民を同胞よ。死してなお不死鳥の炎をたたえよ。さすればロザリアに幸あらん。祈れよ、歌えよ。なんていうのこれ。なんとかじ、刑事、英字、園児の胸に新たな炎を宿れとさすればロザリアに幸あらん。ここ憩いの広場？イコってる。うん。上登れんの？あら、これ気持ちよさそうだね。こんにちは。
So, that's how Hugo Kupka was able to prime that night 5 years ago, despite there being no ether in the Deadlands. Says here that while conjuring magics requires a bearer to draw ether from the air around them, priming requires a dominant to draw it from their very self.
Go on, eat up. You won't grow fat pecking at hay.
そうだね。怪しげな男。怪しげな男いんの？まずくない？あ、登れちゃう。
What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you?
ああ、あいつか。
Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now. We both are. What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. You're a changed man now.
なるほどね。
Perhaps they're old enough for the sins of Zemeckis. And you say Sid built this place?
Well, one can't really build what's been lying around for several thousand years.
5年かけて住めるように改築したってことは最近住めるようになったってことね。それでもう腐食してきちゃったんでしょ。いやー絶対失敗だよ。
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
Would explain Blackthorn's foul mood.
なんかこいつすげえ愉快じゃない？大丈夫？夢見がちなジャッキン。
Chocobo, chocobo, why can't you fly? What good are your wings if you can't reach the sky? Flap harder, says bluebird, flap harder, says crow. Flap harder or into the oven you go!
かわいそうな子なんだ。Chocobo, chocobo, can you then fly? 別に下手ではないと思うけど。
How much water can a flower drink?
About as much as a bothersome boy.
そうだ、水耕栽培。そう、水耕栽培植え直ししないと。とりあえずこの間ね、全部引っこ抜いたんだよ。アメリカから帰ってきてもうしなしなになっちゃったから。で、植え直さないと。あ、すごい。あ、植物園大きくなったじゃない。あ、すごいすごいすごい。大きくはなったけど、なんかそんなに植物自体は多くない。
It's not the ether. It's the water.
まあそうだね。そらそう。すんげえ、なんだこれ。なんなの？
This ton here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clear.
ああ、ろ過器。
You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
なるほどね。
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martell's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she... Well, after she died. And now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
こいつもちょっとやばそう。で、どこに持ってやって？あ、そんなとこに持ってやって？そんなとこに持ってやって？そんなとこに持ってやって？ バリスズや薬草図鑑、モルボルの根。モルボルって根あんの？ああ、根あるか。丹念に洗浄した後この丹念に洗浄するってのが大変そう。3日5日ほど乾燥させ、鍋で、空入りしたものを粉末状にすりつぶすと灼の特効薬になる。灼？しかしモルボルは非常に攻撃性が高く採取するのは困難。栽培もできないため安定的供給に課題がある。栽培もできないの？モルボルってどうやって生まれるの？あれってどうやって生まれるの？あれ生えてくるの？黒の一帯における植物生育記録、僕見る。あれ水耕栽培で栽培できる？今回は検証対象の栽培土壌にロストウィング近辺の土を使用。6株のうち2株が発芽するも、すべて5日以内に枯れ死。前回までの検証においていずれも発芽ごとに、枯れ死したことから、土壌にどんな場所の土を使用、次回以降配合肥料の研究に重点を置くこととする。なるほどね。こうやって G ウイルスができているんだね。これっていけんの？いけるそうだね。ネミーノカロンの取引所。営業時間、私がいる間。今の時間は立ち入り禁止。
If you told me you'd fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
The secret's in the bellows, you know.
They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Think it's alright to touch him?
That broom's as ragged as...
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
なんかビワ的なの食いてえな。ビワとかマンゴーとかああいう系の果物。
Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the furrows?
Course she was.
Of course
and I'd
she
sort that
was.
One. Love plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked?
なるほど。一株だけ持ってくるんだね。
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
そっちで配ってよ。
Them old apples were enough to curdle your blood.
顎で使いすぎだよ。指導。
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
雑用やん。
Blimey, these take me back.
Blimey.
I haven't seen a hideaway apple since.
いやー、獅子舞がなかったらスター・ウォーズ一気見でもしようかなって思ってたんだけどな。
He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
日曜夜帰ってきてそっからいや寝るな。
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh,
And give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was
結
the
構
last
こ
of
れ
the
ちゃんと
apples.
さ
I should
重
head to
心
the
のバラ
backyard
ンス
and
が
pass along
す
everyone's
ごい
regards.
考えられてて、なかなかいい塩梅の重さがあって、なかなか握り心地がいい。
Can't remember the last time I had fresh fruit. Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
でまたあっちまで戻んの？恋をきあ
There was a time I only had eyes for Otto. But then I saw the light, and his name is Cole. That way he looks at you like a frightened fawn who's lost his mother. Oh, if only I could shoot an arrow through his heart.
俺は
And you say Sid built this place?
Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her? After all these years? I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything, really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for.
そんないっぱいなってんの？一株しかない。
They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Huh. こんなもん ?OK? OK。そしたらば、どこに行けってそこに行けってあー、鍛冶屋さんいるの？鍛冶屋さんなんかある？
Clive. What's saying for you, dear?
ほう。なるほどね。 フレームタンを作って
No scratches, alright?
レビンボルトを作って
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
ね。でレビンボルトは強化できませんよと。
Anything else?
あら。かわいい。ほい。そしたらば、そこに行けと。ホークくらい断崖。断崖。広告族領ゾラザリア南部。
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
これって何？もうクリスタル壊しに行くってこと？
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
なるほど。因縁の場所。
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
なるほど。なるほど。
Faster!
またそれかよ。いやこれアップデで直してないの？いやいやいやいやいやいやいや、どういうことだよ。せめてなんかさ、こう時間経過で回復していくとかならさ、話も一瞬で全回復するんやんけんねえから。でこんだけ派手に動き回るんだから、それはさ、あんな距離動くに決まってるじゃん。だったらそのさ、エリアをさ、分かりやすく表示するとかさ、必要だよね。またかよ、もう。もうダメだ、もう無理だわ、もうやめよう。そういえばさ、アップデートでなんか設定項目増えたよね。なんだっけ。ああ、これ欲しいね。そう、移動時のカメラ追従をいらない。あとモーション、そう、モーションブラーの強度1ぐらいでいいよ。そうそう、これが必要だったんだ。もうあいつは知らない。
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
大丈夫、フルコーポレーションでやって
dancing
る
a gallows jig like the miller's son?
この村大丈夫？
All right.
通報さ
I
れない？
heard you the first time.
みんな仕方をする。
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours for a price.
うん。楽譜。 楽譜が高いんだよな、軒並み。エリクサーだ。
I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they
言うほど
just?
旅のものか。
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100-full legions?
We're going hunting for outlaws. How'd you like that, boy?
もうこの村ダメだよ。早くどっか行こう。通報されるのも時間の問題だって。
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
あ、そんな大きい町なんだ。
Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
What did those knights want, Father?
I told you to stay in the house. Go on!
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
やばいやばいやばい。
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
さっさとこの村からは出た方がいいって。
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
いや、俺もそうした方がいいと思うな。
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
そりゃそうだろうな。
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. あ、乗れない。あ、乗れる。
Faster! This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
いやー、デスストランディング思い出すな。あ、え？ライトセーバー持ってる。俺もライトセーバーも出した方がいい？
Since the apology, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking you? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. Straight home now.
どうなんだろうね。経験値は入んじゃないかな。で、俺どっから来た？俺こっちから来たってことでいい？そうだね。はあ、なるほどね。なんで2つに分かれちゃうんだ？あれ何？ああ、黒騎士さんがいっぱいいるじゃん。お前は？あ、ボムだ。これ何？宝箱。おお。ん？今なんか手に入った？今なんか手に入ったのかな？
More of my mother's men.
れさっきのね。特に何にもないで OK？ これなんかあんのかな。あったところであんまフィールドの宝箱とかになんか大したもんないもんね。素材ぐらい。ここ行ってないね。なんだっけ。ここはどこ？私は誰？個人？本当誰？
Bet you're all ready. I needed that.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
手帳の1ページ目に書いてそう。
I'll show you a true shield present. 楽しそう。楽しそう。 I'll Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in ordeal. Guardians of the flame.
あ、そういうこと？
Those are Old Hill's gates.
なるほど。
Can we hurry?
ここはどこ？ああ、なるほどね。ああ、なるほどね。ああ、なるほどね。そういう位置関係ね。開けてくれよ、勝手に。
Find something, boy. Death.
Death.
Found her.
あーらららら。いやー。ショッキング。この人は単純にベアラーだってことね。
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Clive.
今追い
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
あ、なにてっきりこう弔うのかと思った。
Yes.
先急ぐのね。
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't.
あ、
But if the Black Shields have made it this far south,
後でね。
they may already be in Port Isolde. 広いね、ここ。これ後々復興するんじゃないか。ずいぶん広い。あら、こんなところで。
船がガラガラガラってなるんだ。朝栗やりてえな。朝栗レッドが2024年に出るって言ってたね。かなり早いね。楽しみだ。だからもう1個のタイトルで何度もなんか大きいアップデートを繰り返して、ブルーはないっていう方式をもう変えたんだろうね。ミラージュね出て、その次の年にもうレッドが出ちゃうんだったら。
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
あ、もうロザリス城。なんか人いるよ。この人は何者？一般ピーポー。
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hatch, no. You didn't hear nothing.
ロザリア公国建国250年、永遠に続く映画を祈る。なるほどね。この日を建てたのは何年なの？この日を建てたのは何年なの？
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Where am I to go?
We won't survive another night.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Begone!
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands. You'll find no succor to the South Travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
No, no. あれがロザリス城ね。
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
いいね。はあ、浜辺、あ、なるほどね。浜辺なんだ。でやろう。 捕まえてごらんなさい。あら、いい街じゃない。あれがポートイゾルデ？
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. We should start with the main gate and see where that gets us. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Hush.
Have mercy.
Voice with dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh,
Fuck off. And the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your stall.
Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Abandoned. 再開。
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
そうだね。これは当然。開くんかーい。鍵よ。あ、でもそんな広くない。
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Hmm, いい街なんだけどね。なんだ
Not abandoned then.
人じゃん。
Oi! Visitors!
おい。あ、こいつらが種火の守り
Apologies.
人。違う、
We'll show ourselves out.
そんな今にも折れそうな剣で。囲まれた。仕方ない。いった。邪魔するなよ。
Fire and flame!
楽しそうですみんなで。
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
Blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
いやー、有名人は辛いな。
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
みんな生きてるじゃん。
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
ウェイドさん、もっと年いってないとおかしくない？だってもうあれから何年経ってんねん。ちょっと若々すぎない？
We can speak inside.
もっとおっさんになってないと。ちょっとひげが生えたぐらいで大して変わってないじゃん。あ、みんな生きてるんだ。
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after.
刀の手入れぐらいしときなよ。
There is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
Empire?
But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, We've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that.
なんか燃えてない？
Very well.
なんか今パチパチしてたよ。
If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
そんな大それた作戦の前にだいぶそうネタバレ粛清隊こんな大きな作戦の前に随分な人数怪我させてたけど大丈夫？改めた方がいいんじゃない？水耕栽培は俺が食いたいもん育てるから。
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Potion.
Of course, my lord.
Potion.
Will that be all?
HP 完全回復。1万円と OK。
I will be here should you need aught else.
We'll show them as much mercy as they did our sisters and brothers in Old Hill.
行きましょい。
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
本当だね。よく玉砕それまで我慢できたね。
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
ゲストがパーティーメンバーに入った。はーい。おい。
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you worry.
The blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing them?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
おびき出すってさ、そのおびき出した別の場所に何かやるときに使う言葉であって、おびき出して総出で玉砕してたら何の意味もないんで。
Come along now.
Bastards are lucky I did that.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
まだこんなね、いくらでも増援が来そうな場所でいいんかい？おびき出すんだったらもっとさ、本体から離れるよ。
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Konbanwa. なんか出ちゃうね。
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
え、想定外？絶対来るに決まってるじゃん、そんな。
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand.
女性の腰部分だけ出現する。あ、竜騎士。竜騎士これ。
In taking it, you have but proven our point.
竜騎士とは違う。
That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
なんでそんなところに登ったの？おお。 あ、竜騎士だね。
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud.
もうじゃあ黒騎士いなくなったってこと？
Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
そしたらまたやってやりゃいいとだけのことや。
I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home. And we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant.
なるほどね。
Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
信頼の証がもらえるってことはサブクエがいっぱい出てくるってこと。
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again.
いくらでも証明のしようはあるね。
If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Oh. 夜景が綺麗。ヌートバーいないと思うな。バイロン・ロズフィールドの屋敷。
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say?
いやー、裏切り者か？また裏切られるか？すぐ裏切る。
Right, I guess my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him, and means to string us up himself.
足音どんだけでかいんだよ。 戦う気満々。
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
こんにちは。
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Tongue. 舌を切るって言ってたよ。エア犬?
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
忘れてたらどうすんの?
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell,
Very well.
that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
ねえ、一晩のね、あれぐらい付き合ってあげてよ。こんなに喜んでんだから。
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
いいね、この人いいね。この人好き。なんつったっけ、名前。
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
たぎるわい。なんでそんな浮かない顔してんの？どうした？もっと乗ってあげてよ。そうだね。まあでもやっぱなんかこうなんだろうな、キャラ設定的な年齢よりも10は若く見えるけどね。
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters.
それが地雷だった？
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
いたいたいたいたいたいた。
And so I became their puppet.
Puppet Muppet.
I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. Had become a monster.
それただの偶然。
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
じゃあ俺がモンスターになっちゃおうかな。
I want to choose a different path, a better path.
夜の獣クライブ様だ。ガオー。
To live on my own terms.
つって。
But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
ガオ
ー。And when you do, I'll be standing there with you.
ゲスじゃないの。
Just as you stood with me.
ユーモア。
Thank you, Clive.
ガオー。
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
フラグ。あ、あ、そんな戻っちゃう。割と長旅してきたけど。鉄の国。
Only the founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
庭チョコボの姿焼き。庭チョコボって何？水、ワイン、蜂蜜、塩、季節の香草、スパイスを混ぜて調味液を作る。うまそう。調味液に1日浸す。パンと木の実を詰める。はーん。中にパン詰めんの？パン詰めてじっくり焼いたらパンなんかぐじゅぐじゅになっちゃいそうじゃない？うまそうだね。蜂蜜ってのがいいね。うまそうだな。これなんか普通に鶏かなんかで作ってみたいね。
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
I think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
Fantastic.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn. Unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Typical nobles.
How did we never
There are
hear
new
of
billets being posted every day.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
I say yes.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
長くなりそうだな。 ごめん、今日はここまでにしよう。眠いんだ。すげえ眠い。ちゅうことで今日はこの辺にしまして、でなんで先ほども話した通り、あさって獅子舞くんで明日の夜は配信ありません。なんで昼間に配信をしようと思います。それは知らないんだが、おっつんつん。FF やりたいな。FF せっかくだしね、進めたいなと思うから、明日昼間からだけど FF やろうかな。まあ昼間って言っても何時からやるかは未知数だから俺の気分次第だから、そこら辺はあれだけど、まあそんな感じなんで、もうダメだ。もう眠くてね、全然頭回んないね、すんげえ眠い。なんでこれ眠いんだろう。こんなんなんな。というわけでね、皆様本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。また明日ね、昼ですけどもお会いいたしましょう。それではさよなら、さよなら、さよならと。